Hello, it's Baldy Chris. Having a crack at rainbow mode without, not rainbow mode, boss rush mode without being in rainbow mode. See how we get on just with the weapons that it gives us. So unfortunately that means you've got to start off with your starter pistol, which is still quite a decent starter pistol for the gunslinger. There's no hope of getting the flawless there, especially as you've got hit twice rather than just once. Yeah, it's 3 times. That's one of the issues with the starter pistol, is that the fight takes a lot longer, therefore your avoidance skills need to be a lot better than mine, or triggering blanks would be another way of doing it as well. Where's he gone off to? Where are you? There you go. This mode gets a whole lot easier if you do manage to get flawless victories, because it keeps your health, or it increases your health. Whereas at this point I'm just kind of hanging on. So yeah, we've got what, 4 hit points there with the armour that's come down. But now at least got a weapon that's a bit better than a starter weapon, so you never know, it might pay off against the next boss. Might not. At least getting some pretty good coverage all over the screen. Let's blank there before we take any silly hits. That's one of them down. Literally half the battle is getting one of the twins damaged, then you can just focus fire on the other one. There we are. Using the 2 blanks was perhaps a little bit much, but it has provided the master round, so the extra heart container, a couple of keys which are completely useless. It's completely useless on this mode because there's no chest to open. Haven't quite managed to refill the health. Broccoli, which makes us stronger, so that's looking like a slightly better state of affairs than we were right at the very beginning of the mode. So must be Bullet King next. Unfortunately, this one is probably best taken on using blanks, because inevitably there's a fairly random attack that this one does, this very one in fact. And yeah, and he's doing it again. That's so rude. It is so random, and if you're up close, the chances are that you're likely to take a hit, as I have done. Whereas the other ones, you're better able to pick your way through. Blow up his chair just because it's a bit of spite. I think that is Wolf, so I've now got a companion. I'll go in and do some damage as well, which is helpful, but Wolf is best used against smaller enemies in rooms where you can hide out of the way rather than against bosses, but you know, every little helps. So I think we're done for the first floor there. Got the master round at least, not quite on full health, but we've got a bit of armour that makes it equivalent to those 4 hearts being full. A helper and a weapon, so we might be in with a shout still. The holster is relatively easy to avoid depending on what your setup is. Sometimes the laser comes straight out at you, which is unfortunate. Very much easier to avoid if it points in a different direction, and allows you to then just play a little bit of a jump rope to get across it. But yeah, we did manage to beat him, thankfully. Topped up the health, bit of armour, master round for an extra bit of health, and another weapon's like the hegemony carbine. It's a hegemony rifle, which is imprecise, as the description indicates. However, bosses tend to be pretty big, so imprecise is not necessarily a bad thing. Hopefully most of the shots will still land. Who have we got next? It's the ammo conda. Okay. Blank there, just because I was getting a bit squeezed. Managed to take a few segments off the snake's back, which prevents it from doing certain attacks. Although if it eats another, if I got rid of most of them in fact, which robbed him of most of his attacks, so that would have been another master round, I think. We'll save up those bits of health anyway, hopefully won't need to come back to them. And the box, which is almost useless in boss fights, so we can, it's an active item, we can use it, we can hide under it, like they do in Metal Gear Solid, and the little icon above it indicates we are presently invisible, but you can't actually shoot from this particular bit of cover. Well, it stops her launching into any of her attacks, so I'm going to remove all these little gravestone bits that ordinarily serve to block shots, which it is, you know, if you're on the receiving end of the shots, having the cover is great. If it's her doing the shot, if it's you doing the shots and they get blocked from landing against the target, it's much more annoying. So let's give her a little rude awakening. You only get the chance to get a couple of shots off before she goes underwater and disappears elsewhere. And yeah, she's a boss that, oh, she's still got a fair size. Oh dear, mistimed that, so we've got frozen fire for a bit. She's, yeah, slightly smaller than most bosses, so the lack of accuracy isn't ideal for her, but it seems to be hitting her pretty decently anyway, so there's another flawless. For what it's worth, I mean, you only get one master round each floor. Don't particularly like the boxing glove. It's, I don't think much good for bosses because it's only fires that far, and I would vastly prefer to be further away from a boss enemy than that. Only got 10 left in the membrane. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, it's off to the third floor now with at least a pretty decent health setup. If running out of ammo on the decent weapons that we've got, but we'll give it a go with the membrane and the hegemony rifle and see if that's enough to get a flawless against the first of the bosses we're going to see now, which is Cannonball Rock. Right, I'll use a blank there straight away because I was just about to go wandering into the path of bullets, so we're empty there. And unfortunately we got hit. And hit again. Right, okay. So effectively that first blank was a bit of a waste. Probably cornered myself quite nicely there by being very literally in the corner. Right, okay. Got M1, is this the, oh yes, you can, oh, we've got a synergy with the wolf. I don't know precisely what that does. Sniper wolf is another Metal Gear Solid reference. But spinning is one way of putting up a damage up for the gunslinger with this one. So we'll go in hiding and spin like Billy-O. See if we can't get lucky with a just really overpowered shot, since the tank shouldn't be able to see us to start with. Anyway, I don't usually wait for the opening animations. Haven't heard the little ping there. Oh god, it was missed anyway. Right, okay. There's so much for that particular plan. Why are you not doing the little power-up animation? I want you to have powered-up shots. Oh, bum. Yeah, this isn't doing quite as much damage as I would have hoped, but probably because I keep missing. Spectacularly missing, actually. That one hit at least. Right, the spinning seems to be doing almost nothing. It was definitely working before I got in the room. So I'm going to abandon it and just focus on trying to shoot in a straight line. Take out his little friend as well. Just that little bit easier to avoid the bullets that are flying around when there's only one source of them in the room. Oh goodness me. Got a feeling I might run out of ammo on this weapon. Well, maybe not. Let's used a third of it. Oh, and there's a refill too. And what's that? Something else. Oh, of course we've got a synergy in playing as a gunslinger. Grey Mouser, is that another one that does invisibility? I think it is if you reload off empty or something like that. Not 100% sure. We use it as a backup to not the membrane. That would be a silly move. Not that either. Where's my M1 and then the Grey Mouser? Let's see how that combination works for us. Again, looking to try and get a flawless. We haven't got any blanks, so probably unlikely, especially against this one, especially without any cover in the room. And this straight through the claymores. I seem to get away without triggering the claymores, but it had already been hit. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to continue avoiding her shots for very long. Yeah, finally, okay. It's looking a little bit unlikely that we'll get a master round on this floor the way I've been playing so far. What's that one do? Oh, that looks like it might be alright. It's got a very small magazine, unfortunately. Okay, I'll try switching between the M1 and that and see if that's any use to us. Or is it Door Lord now? Yeah. Yeah, now you see Door Lord so infrequently that it's really hard to know. There we go, definitely not flawless. It's really hard to actually remember his attack patterns because he doesn't show up ordinarily very often at all. Okay, where is he? Yeah, Wolf is getting right up close in his face and hopefully doing a better job of taking hit points off the boss than I am. Right, I think I'm on fire. Let's get that changed. It was certainly easy to hit him with the shot bow. Oh, get off, for God's sakes. But it wasn't doing much damage, so I switched over to the M1. Yeah, the health is looking pretty dire. The M1 seems to be doing the biggest damage out of everything I've got, so I will refill the ammunition on that. Another amulet. Is that 2 amulets now? No, just 1, sorry. So that will do something on using a blank, where we'll actually at least get some blanks back on this next floor. Not that I foresee me getting terribly far through it on a 4 hit points. definitely do with it being killed a bit faster than it is being killed. So. That was quite a lucky avoidance. Okay, I would quite like a flawless if at all possible, so that's why I've been panic flanking. There we are, I think that was flawless. Oh no, maybe not, damn it. Didn't notice me getting hit there, but obviously I did because the armour was gone. What a pain in the arse. Okay, improved the health a little bit, have we? Yeah, I'm 5 hit points now. Let's again stick with the M1. Oh, is that the wrong way? That is the wrong way, yes. High Priest is never a fun enemy to take on. There we are, there's a hit. Come back so I can shoot you. Oh, bum. Are you nearly dead yet? Just, yeah. I was asking the question of the High Priest rather than myself, but it's just as valid to ask me because down to was 1 hit point there, 3 now with the end of level pickups there, so I suspect this little campaign won't be going very much further. Oh, and I'm especially bad at the kill pillars, or the final one in particular. So all the expert players seem to share the opinion that the last one is actually quite easy to avoid. I find it very difficult. I think it's probably just because I panic play it. So yeah, doing a little bit better with it than normal. Was that even a flawless? It actually was. Oh my god. And black hole gun, which probably rescues this whole effort. So we did have a couple of master rounds from early on. I thought that might even have been the first one of the whole campaign. Right, black hole gun. This should really make life quite easy. And is it just the dragon left now? It is, yeah. So this should effectively be a bit of a procession, and because the black hole gun just sucks all the shots out of the air, should lead to a flawless victory against the dragon as well. Whereas ordinarily it's, I mean, the dragon, you never get any variation. There's only the dragon on the 5th floor, so if you can regularly get that far, you know what's coming, and it's got a limited set of attack patterns, some of which are fairly easy to dodge, some of which aren't. But when you've got this gun, you don't really have to bother dodging. So. And then there's the curtain of bullets towards the end as well. I'm probably firing these off just a little bit too soon. Those knives are not much fun ordinarily, but the black hole gun's taking care of them as well. He took one off the wall. So this is the curtain of bullets I was talking about, but again, if you've got the ammo in the black hole gun to do it, you can just let it do all the hard work for you rather than having to pick your path through, which it is possible to get wrong. There we go, this didn't quite last the full pattern there, but that should do the trick. Ooh, started again. It's just an ammo battle now, and I've definitely got enough ammo to get away with this. Oh, I'm going to use a blank. It didn't give me much breathing space. Oh no! Did I get hit there, or was that proper? I don't know. Anyway, it's killed it. See if all my fancy talk of a guaranteed flawless was correct or not. No, it wasn't. Never mind. I beat it anyway. Yeah, like I say, the black hole gun is virtually a guaranteed win because in the hands of the gunslinger it does so much damage and takes all the bullets away from you. I obviously just cocked up with the timing there. So yeah, a nice little short video for you, and a quite surprising victory if I'm honest, because I really didn't hold out very much hope for it with the shaky start we got off to. But there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.